Huge.
Huge.
Hey, everybody.
Looky what we have here.
Wow.
Justin is back, but he murdered Sarah.
Wow.
Yes, we're on a swap out basis. You never know who's going to be here. It's wild.
It's wild.
We all have joint custody, but we're not here at the same time. And you're the child, viewer. You're the
Who's going to miss next week? Sound off. Sound off the comments.
It certainly won't be me. I guarantee you I will have nothing going on.
Nice.
Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
You can't guarantee that. Anything could happen, Eric.
It's true. I have an audition tomorrow for one line for something.
Okay.
Bitch. Coming out with a flex right out of the gate.
Here's the line. Can I practice it on y'all?
Yes, please. I cannot wait.
All right, here we go. You ready? You're not supposed to be here. What do you think?
Ooh.
Good. What are your given circumstances?
I felt like I should leave when you said that.
Yeah, good. Very good. I'm a sheepish guy at the office, and someone has arrived to should not be there.
Maybe more sheepish.
Okay.
You seemed too authoritative, perhaps.
Sheepish is one of the only adjectives that you have. So
what you're going to need to do, Eric, is do a sense memory, and the person who will be standing in front of you when you call action on your self-tape is the biggest bully in high school that you know.
Okay, so I'm looking.
And that's going to make you.
I'm essentially looking in a mirror.
Perfect.
Good. Yeah. Wow.
So that will give you the tentativeness you need.
Okay. All right.
This is a great way. We should do audition workshops every.
This is good. This is good. Hey, we've got 100 people watching. Let's start the freaking show. Welcome to Characters. Welcome, everybody.
Yeah. Thanks for coming out, everybody.
This is the biggest, best, brightest, and greatest character comedy show in the whole dang world.
Question marks in
I forgot what kind of show we did.
Yeah.
Going on with my hair.
It's easy to confuse. I'm in my kitchen. Eric's in his boudoir, and Michael's at an archery range. We're here bringing our best selves.
That's right. I'm hoping to be impaled by an arrow to be taken out of this dang world.
Yes.
Fingers crossed.
Is really feeling it in this quarantine. He has regressed to listening to 90s music exclusively.
So there was a good 10 to 15 years where I did not listen to any Bare Naked Ladies. And I'd like to inform everyone that I've returned to listening to Bare Naked Ladies, but only the first 4 albums.
Oh.
Everything after is...
everything. It really falls off after 1 week.
Stunt. 1 week is not my jam for sure, but there are some jams on Stunt, and then after that it drops off a damn cliff. But I'm trying to find anything to remind me of the joy I once felt in my life.
Yeah,
and one of those things was, grooving to a pretty not cool Canadian band. And
if I can inject some joy in your life, Michael, and maybe the joy in our fans' lives, this came in the mail this week.
Oh.
Take a look at this little thingy right here. Presented to Characters Welcome for passing 100,000 subscribers. There we are.
Oh, look at the infinity. It's infinity. It goes forever.
It's infinity. Thank you, YouTube, for giving me a very light thing that is made out of metal.
It looks so heavy, and you're just tossing it about.
It seems heavy, but it is. There's not much to it here. But there's more about what there is to it than what there actually is to it. It means a lot.
Now, you're gonna pass that around to everybody? We all get a couple weeks.
It's the Stanley Cup.
Yeah,
this is we're gonna Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. It's
gonna change slightly to suit each of us. Like when it comes to Michael,
just as masculine a reference.
Yeah, the big masculine energy on the show tonight, as always. And when it comes to Michael, it's going to be in the form of a Bare Naked Ladies album, one of the early ones.
Stephen Page vocals.
Everyone knows
I don't really fucks with.
BNL heads in the comments, please sound off. Give us your favorite version of these apples sound delicious.
Okay. We're back to apples.
Back to apples. You did it, Justin.
That's been my game. Apple Clash. I missed the wrap up.
I mean, and Granny Smith was soundly defeated. Do you have any last words or any words of wisdom for Granny Smith heads who were without their fearless leader last week, Justin?
I feel like I abdicated my duty, but the grannies should know that the real reward is eating the best apple. So you Honeycrisp motherfuckers can take that shit all the way back. You may as well throw a Jolly Rancher in your mouth for what you're getting.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Harsh.
It is harsh, but this show is slowly becoming a fruit-based talk show when it is technically a character show.
Yeah, that's why I was screwed up at the beginning. I'm so just consumed by fruit and contentiousness.
We got to move on to Cranberry Bash, where we pit the different forms of cranberry at Thanksgiving against each other.
Ooh.
Whoa, good call, good call.
The Jellyheads versus the Roundies.
The Roundies.
The Roundies.
God.
I like both, to be honest.
Get the fuck out of here. We're trying to have a fight.
You can't. You have to pick.
You can't like both. You can't just like football. You have to be mad when a team loses and another team wins.
Wait, this is funny. Okay, check this out. So we did a potluck Friendsgiving one year. Someone I waited tables with. And my partner brought cranberry relish. But he they were fresh cranberries. And he added bits of orange and it was really delicious, but it wasn't what you expect. It wasn't a can-shaped, gelatinous nothing of cranberry. And so my friend who I waited tables with, his husband, halfway through the dinner goes, "You know what? This is really good." I took one look at that and I thought, this is fucking disgusting and it's going to be terrible.
Wow.
But it was really good. And I was like,
what a guess.
You could totally edit that to "this is really good."
Just hard to stop.
Then you would look like a nice, normal person.
No, anytime you meet someone new, you have to be like, this is what's hot trash about you, and this is some nice thing also.
Hey, I like you. I thought at first that you were a fucking dick licker. But
Dick licker.
Not bad.
Dick licker is a very 90s music insult, Michael. I think it's changed.
That's where I am.
Yeah,
I'm in the thick of it.
Wild.
I've got a plaid shirt tied around my waist.
Yes. The flannel game is strong. Where we are, though, is at the beginning of the show. Should we welcome out a character?
Oh, my God. We actually must, it turns out.
Yes, we simply must. Eric moving to the performance room.
Ooh, his mark. He's getting on his mark.
I'm just chilling. I'm ready to go whenever y'all are.
All right, great. Well, let's welcome our first character, Ratatouille, but a little different.
Yeah.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch noch rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her.
Hey, Dave, before this relationship goes any further, I have a confession to make. You've seen Ratatouille, right? Cool. When we make love, a rat is puppeteering me, and that's why I'm such a god at sex. Wow, that is so good to say. That explains the hat. Oh, no, he's not under here. I just like wearing huge, stupid hats. I thought you loved that. No, the rat's in my pants. He straddles my wiener like it's a small pony, and he yanks on my pubes. It turns my penis into a good at sex marionette. You haven't seen him because, babe, our sex is so pure it makes you close your eyes. I guess I just started feeling guilty every time you told me that I hammered your watermelons harder than Gallagher. And after like the 10th time you said that exact phrase, I just knew I had to come clean. That it's not just me. It's me and Hector. And listen, I know what people say about rats, okay? They're dirty. They're mean. They hate reciprocating oral sex, but it's just not true. Hector has been studying people sex his whole life. He grew up watching Auguste Cousteau, the porn star who's as French as he is thick. That classic catchphrase, anyone can fuck. I mean, babe, I have his cockbook. Look.
Wow.
You don't believe me? You don't believe me? Well, look at this. Whoa, babe. He's driving me like a sex car. And the other day when I invented that new sex position that took the world by storm, you know, doggy style, but hunched over and hissing like a rat. That was rats can fuck, babe. Anyone can fuck. Now I'm sure you probably have some questions. Can Hector make me a famous chef like in the movies? No, I wish. Hector's a terrible cook. He makes me cum in all the food.
Oh, wow. Eric Fuhrer, everyone.
Eric Fuhrer.
What a dream.
Some strong sensual vibes to kick off the show.
Now, I have to get this out there truly immediately. I can't believe how many elements your piece shares with the piece I'm going to do later tonight.
Yeah.
Oh. And it is completely by accident. And as I'm watching your piece, I'm like in a blind panic thinking, I should not do this piece. And I was like, well, what would I do? And I think I'm just going to go ahead and do the piece.
You got to do it. This is great. This is the next Apple Clash. It's you guys.
And I will be going second. So your piece was pure. I'm fully prepared and okay with eating absolute shit tonight. It is fine. But it is really funny. They're not the same.
What animal comes out of your underwear?
I mean, you'll see.
Holy shit. I guess it's kind of so. Oh, you know
There's
what?
a bestiality adjacency in my piece that you have in your piece. And it's actually kind of breathtaking.
When two great artists are inspired to do a sort of a fucking piece, like it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
It's really beautiful. Manet and Monet were, contemporaries, I think.
Why choose between ants and A Bug's Life when you can get both on
one of you is in Impact and one of you is in Armageddon, and we're going to find out which is which.
That's great.
One of us is Without Limits, and one of us is Prefontaine.
That's amazing. And you know what? I think there's probably room for both pieces. If we could pull up Jimmy Brown's comment here, there's certainly room for both pieces where Jimmy says, no one wants to see your small dick. I don't know if we can pull that up, Kurt.
Nah, we don't need to pull it
like
up.
Maybe we can't.
Yeah. Oh, well, what can you do? You know what? After I release that piece, I've already gotten messages from people that are like, there it is. No one wants to see it.
Oh, great. That person has been blocked, but we can still mine their comments, which is nice.
After I pop this piece in, I've already gotten DMs from people showing me the shitload of Ratatouille porn that it centers around that very same premise that already exists that I didn't know about.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Yes.
Mine is not Ratatouille related. There's actually no Disney elements, which actually means I think we should switch pieces.
Yes. Yeah. You've been writing for each other.
Also, fun fact, why did you write this in the first place?
I wrote it for a wonderful show that was going to happen the third week of March called These Are Not My Words, in which you write for another performer and then they cold read it on stage for the first time. And folks, I wrote it for Mr. Michael Hartney.
What?
I did write it.
I could have performed the rat fucky character.
And that's
you
will game, the rat fucky character.
I too wrote a piece for that show for Ms. Kathleen Cameron.
Oh.
It was it was a musical theater stage mom who was auditioning much harder just by being in the audition room hallway than her daughter who did not want to be there.
I mean, that's right up her alley. You've got.
She would have destroyed it.
Yeah, she would.
In a good way. Destroyed means good.
Yes.
Destroyed does mean good. Speaking of destroying something, why don't we bring up our next performer who is going to absolutely crush this next piece?
Gotta do
Before
it.
we do that, we should talk briefly about what tickly is.
Oh, that's true. Thank you for keeping us on track, sir.
You know what? I don't know how you guys survived in my little absence, but
me either. We didn't mention tickly once, unfortunately.
Wow. Well, let me just say, tickly is how you can donate to the artists who are performing, volunteering their precious time, writing different animals to pilot their different genitals. Please submit a donation of $5. Send us that cash. We'd love to have it. Thank you for supporting us through all of this.
Cash.
Dang.
Cash.
All right.
And of course, we got to thank JFL for having us, keeping us together, and facilitating us saying words like fucky to all of the world.
Fucky.
Fucky, fucky. And folks, let's also thank our next guest. We are excited for them. Please welcome to the stage a gay Eagle Scout going through a breakup.
Yeah!
My dearest Brandon, it pains me to write you this letter, both as your boyfriend and as your senior patrol leader. As gay Eagle Scouts, we are held to extra scrutiny, and we are meant to be perfect. Maybe I got swept up in the idea of being the first gay Eagle Scout power couple that this district has ever seen. I know I'm supposed to be prepared, but I didn't prepare for this. I didn't prepare to fall in love. I didn't prepare to have you hurt me, Brandon. Maybe we were naive about how many other gay guys were in the Boy Scouts that we might want to hook up with later. And when you asked to use the buddy system with Jackson Rutherford Cunningham at Camporee, that hurt me. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent. That's not just the Scout law, Brandon. That's the qualities of a good boyfriend. Let me say it again. Trustworthy, loyal, helpful, friendly, courteous, kind, obedient, cheerful, thrifty, brave, clean, and reverent, Brandon. Oh, sure, there were some good times. But it couldn't be all hand jobs and horseback riding forever, could it? I told you I wanted to be together forever when I first met you 6 weeks ago.
Yeah.
We thought we could be the focus of a Ryan Murphy show, where I would be played by Ben Platt and you would naturally be played by Darren Criss. I know our breakup will send shockwaves through Troop 900, and God knows what it'll do to our popcorn sales. But I must be true to myself and the oath I have taken. On my honor, I will do my best to do my duty to God and my country, Brandon, and to obey the Scout law, to keep myself physically strong, mentally awake, and morally straight. Well, you know, not straight, but, you know. Brandon, what I'm saying in short is we should open up our relationship. It feels like we are on a journey of queerness that we should now be poly or keep our relationship open on some level. And I hope that you'll hear this because you know that I care a lot about fire safety, being Troop 900's fire marshal. And I'm breaking quite a few laws, and I might get a corner cutting off my fireman shit. But I will always keep a flame for you, Brandon. I love you.
Devin Ritchie, everybody.
That's great.
Look at this.
Hit row.
Sure, right over.
This is part of it, isn't it?
Wow. Hello.
Wow, this is our first just shirtless post interview. I love it.
This is very intimate suddenly. I love it.
Oh, yeah.
I think I think this character raises a big question for me as far as society goes. That why can't it all just be hand jobs and horse rides?
Well, for some of us it was.
It just feels like things could be simpler, you know?
Yeah.
It would be beautiful.
And thing is, there's always been gay scouts, and there always will be. You know, like I couldn't stop them from being gay before.
Were you or are you an Eagle Scout, Devin?
I am an Eagle Scout, yeah.
Holy
The way you rattled that off, I was like, this dude's legit.
And
I
get
like how
this,
one
I'm
of them is
also
thrifty.
gay.
No, the stick out for me is clean. Like, get off my jock, Boy Scout.
I mean,
I will be dirty and clean.
also thrifty is in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, thrifty. What is
That's
up?
wild.
Yeah, it's wild. I've been meaning to tell you guys what apples I like.
Yeah. I mean, we might as
I
well.
do like Honeycrisp.
Yep.
Get the fuck out of here with that.
They're good.
Absolutely.
They're good.
Granny Smith?
Granny Smiths are fine.
No.
I want
It's
a
a
nice
unique flavor journey.
green to red yellow situation. But yeah.
Somebody in the comments posted that Granny Smiths are really good with a drop of lemon juice on them.
Oh fuck yeah.
That sounds good.
It sounds fine, but why you shouldn't have to craft a Granny Smith into tasting good is my thought.
Okay.
Do you think that Granny Smiths fully taste bad?
I don't like how sour they are. I don't want to eat a sour apple.
I like a sour apple. The nice thing about apples is there's a variety of them. You pick the one that's right for you.
That's true. That's true.
Sensible, but that doesn't fit with our apple clash.
That doesn't fit with our aggressive
Apple Clash 2020.
If I am handed an apple, guess what I'm doing?
Eating that.
Yeah.
I'm eating it. Whatever it
Throwing
is. I don't care.
Throwing it at a parked car?
Hell yeah, dude.
No,
Fucking rage.
that's a waste of a damn apple.
Yeah. Johnny Appleseed wasn't about one certain type of apple. He just likes apples.
No, he was very pan. He was very
Yeah.
polyapular.
Where are you coming at us from, Devin?
I'm in Ridgewood, Queens. Yeah, this is where I've been posted up mostly. Spent some time in California over the summer, but yeah, I've been here. It's been so long since I've seen you guys.
I know.
You're supposed to have a bunch of shows this year.
7 damn months.
Yeah.
7 damn months. And
Isn't
I know
that
you watched
insane?
all of Survivor.
I've seen every season of Survivor, every episode.
I mean, I had just because I started watching it when I was like 12.
I watched the first season and then never again until Zeke Smith
Right.
did
Did you go
season
to his house for
33.
the watch parties and stuff?
What's up?
Did you go to his house for the watch parties?
I did not. No,
Oh my
because
God.
I think I was in LA when it started.
The day
But-
after Trump got elected, there was a big watch party because Zeke was on Survivor that night, and it's the only place I wanted to be that night.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, I was preparing to leave town, sadly. But yeah, once I watched it to cheer Zeke on, but then I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this show slaps. So I've continued to watch, and then
It sometimes does, and it's sometimes hugely problematic, and like perhaps should be canceled on ethical reasons.
I mean, season 39 is full trash.
It's just full trash. I had to take a real big break from the show, but then since season 40 was already in the can and it's all winners, it was going to be really good.
You gotta watch her, baby. You gotta watch all them winners.
Gotta watch all them winners at war.
Do I have to watch the episodes in order to understand what's going on?
I mean, not seasons in order, but yeah.
Can I just watch the last episode of every season and sort of get it?
feels like I know the answer then. Yeah.
Richard one. Nice.
Cool.
Yeah.
I will say when I was growing up, my family watched it a little bit, and I don't really remember much of it except I had to have been very young during this. I vividly remember an episode where someone falls face first into a fire.
Yeah. Season 3, or no, that's Australia?
Season 2.
Season
The
2.
Australian
I
outback.
remember that like
Michael
bad
Stupin and that guy who fell in the fire came back for another season on Philippines because
And
he
then
got
what happened?
motivated.
Did he
He's
win?
in jail for child pornography now.
Oh.
Yeah.
What happened then?
I'm really rooting for him, and it turns out he should have died in that fire.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh,
What a roller coaster life.
Oh, there's much more than that.
that was emotional.
Honey.
Thanks for
God.
The most unconventional newsreader I've ever seen, Devin Ritchie.
Honey.
Thank you so much.
Give me a shirt.
Thanks for coming, Devin. Keep your clothes off.
Yeah, for the night. You're in for the night.
I'm in for the night. Honestly, I have started doing some thirst traps on my close friends. You guys know?
Yeah, there's that one happening right now.
Oh, yeah. But, and they're getting a little saucier as the quarantine goes on.
Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh,
Mhm.
As you toss the hat.
Devin, great bit, and
Thank you guys.
great
for
to
having
see
me.
you, and great hair flip, and we'll
Thank
see
you
you
guys.
soon.
Love
Bye,
you.
buddy.
Right.
Later.
Good shit.
Uh,
I believe that guy was that guy got arrested for child porn. Wild.
he sure did, yeah. And the reason they found it is because they were searching his computer because he also was committing massive fraud.
Oh man.
So they were investigating him for a huge like Ponzi scheme he was running, and they're like, "Oh, cool! Here's this other fun thing."
Finish up my fraud for the day. Time to relax with some child.
That pour me a big old glass.
Big formula.
I hope someone's just joining the show right now.
Like, ooh, that guy's getting arrested.
Wild.
Awesome.
Awesome.
Right. So we've had two pieces so far. In the first piece, a pony was mentioned, and in the second piece, a horse was mentioned.
Yes.
Interesting.
Interesting.
All I'm saying is interesting.
Oh, I'm starting to get the clues are coming. Mr. Policeman, you could have saved her.
Yeah.
I know what animal is about to happen.
Animal's gonna come out.
Interesting.
Underwear.
Interesting. In the meantime, how do y'all feel about fall? Are we all pro?
Ooh. I think
I like her. I like her very much.
I think we are pro fall. What if there was a world where we had a visit from fall?
Oh,
That would be crazy, right?
I like it.
I like it.
Weirdest thing in the world. Completely unrelated. Let's welcome our next guest. What do you say?
Let's do it.
That's great.
Please welcome to the stage a man for the season.
Woo, woo, woo.
Schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal rüber. Schönes Mädchen, lass mich nie wieder. Komm schon, schönes Mädchen, komm doch mal her. Schönes Mädchen.
Good evening. The personification of autumn. Fall is here, and aren't we going to have some fun? It's great how every year after the second weekend in October, we all put on our tweed jackets and infinity scarves and walk around the city drinking hot coffee beverages. Did you all take a lazy Sunday upstate to enjoy a hard cider and some leaf peeping? You guys sure peeped a lot of leaves. Or maybe you're one of those folks who gather together their whitest friends for an impromptu afternoon of apple picking. You guys had the most fun. Ashley said the craziest things. Fortunately, we were able to keep up with the action via Instagram. You guys are crushing it all season long. A lot of great sweaters out there tonight. That's classic autumn style. You guys pulled them out of your sunlit antique cedar chest this morning, didn't you? Sure, the wool's a little itchy, but that's autumn, baby. A lot of lovely couples as well. Fall must be especially difficult for you. Have you been hurting your arms by clasping your hands together so tightly as you wander around Brooklyn looking for the warmest cranberry scone? That's right, I said cranberry, even though I know it's pronounced cranberry. But hey, that's autumn. How many times have you said the word pumpkin today? Not enough. Not nearly enough, because that's what autumn is all about, isn't it? Isn't it? Just fall shit like that. Well, listen up, you motherfuckers. Autumn is stepping up its game this year. No more bullshit. Autumn is done being about curating the gourds on your front stoop or buying $800 boots that look like they came off a dead Civil War soldier. From here on out, autumn is badass. I'm a monster of a season. I just broke up with summer, and I'm already fucking winter on the side. And they're sisters. You actually ever look at tweed? It's like a magic eye puzzle, but even when you see the picture, it doesn't make any fucking sense. No more bullshit autumn activities like apple picking or pumpkin chunking or anything like that. Here's the list of real autumn things you need to get done to prove this season goes hard as a motherfucker. Number 1, choke a dude to death with his scarf. Scarves are just fashionable nooses. Number 2, have sex with a stranger in a casket. That's how you make a vampire baby. Number 3, get lost in a corn maze. That's it. Those are just fucking terrifying as well. Number 4, go regular peeping. It's like leaf peeping, except you get to see dicks and tits. Number 5. Carve your ex's face into a pumpkin and watch it slowly deteriorate over the next 3 or 4 weeks. Love is summer bullshit. Fall's about fucking around. And finally, number 6. Go to a farm and watch a horse die. So get out there and do at least one of those things, or I'll extend this goddamn awful year until it's a fucking decade. Good evening.
Yeah. Sure.
Justin Tyler, everybody.
One of my favorite pieces. I love that piece, man.
It's perfectly timed now.
Every year, dude, you got one in the chamber. It's
You've
amazing.
got a 3-month window for it. I wouldn't say it's like so crazy.
Oh, don't worry. I've done it at times where it didn't make sense.
Did you say pumpkin chunking or pumpkin chucking? What did you say?
Chucking.
Pumpkin chucking?
Yeah.
Could you?
I thought you said chunking.
I thought you said
I
pumpkin.
did say chunking, but is it called chucking or chunking?
Well, what is it?
It's where you chuck pumpkins. It's a
And
slingshot.
that would be called chucking.
It is, but it's pumpkin chunking is fun.
It sounded like something you made up, which to me was gold.
Wait, sorry. And am I the only one, Michael? Have you gone pumpkin chucking?
I have not chucked a pumpkin.
Justin, is that a thing?
It is a real thing.
Yeah, you're from Deliverance-like town.
Yes, I am, and that's who you are.
I grew up in Red Lion, Pennsylvania, which every year had a drive your tractor to school day event, and I am not aware of pumpkin chuck. I am aware of
pumpkin chucking territory. I swear I've seen Pennsylvania pumpkin chucking.
You know what? Here's the thing that we used to do that would drive me crazy. That was so normal when we were there. It was so normal. I don't know if any of y'all have experienced this. They would put a grid in a cow pasture.
Cow pie bingo. I was just going to follow up with this story,
dude. They put a 4x4, not 4x4, maybe 5x5 grid on the ground. So there's 25 squares, and they're all numbered 1 to 25. And you put money down on one of the squares, and they let a cow into the pasture. And inside whichever square the cow shits on, you win everyone's money.
Yeah, it's
honestly, it sounds very fun.
It's lottery for deep ass rednecks, is what that is.
Dude. That is some country ass shit, man.
I can't remember what it's called. It's called like cow pie bingo, or
cow pie bingo.
Is that what it is?
Cow pie bingo.
Yeah.
Wild.
I was literally, Eric, you were gonna do your like redneck thing, and I was like, well, I'm gonna say cow pie.
Here comes my redneck thing. Yeah.
My dad played something called Mumbly Peg, which was a game where you would throw knives at each other's feet. A drinking game, and you had to get it as close to the person's foot without hitting it.
If you hit it, who wins?
Whoever doesn't have a knife in their toe. And a drinking game we used to play is called Nails, where you get a stump and a hammer.
I do know that.
Everyone gets a nail, and you have to you do a trick with a hammer, and depending on the complexity of the trick, you get that many swings on the nail, and you have to be the last nail standing.
You got to get
or
it.
else you have to finish your beer.
Michael is like, I
Michael,
wish
bring us some suburban shit.
Yeah, what would you guys do?
Nothing. I don't know. Jump in leaves like fucking idiots.
What are you, a Peanuts character? Come on, get weird.
I don't know. Nothing. Ride bikes.
Nice.
That's what we had.
That's cool.
I don't know. I
that's
truly am like racking my brain for any kind of like regionally specific activity we had, and I have nothing.
I will say,
my family has nail driving contests at family reunions, and it's like a fucking thing.
That's
I'm not good at it.
Wow.
That's crazy. I will say that I would, like, when Halloween came by, though, they would just like bus all of us like kids to the nearest like cul-de-sac and just let us loose with like all the cul-de-sac kids, and we would just tear their entire life up. Like wreck shit for 2 hours and then leave.
Like a child purge. You would have like a children's purge.
It literally felt. I mean, it was like that for the adults too. They would like, you would know the cul-de-sac kids that are being walked around with their mom and dad, and then these like nightmare children like coming in, like knocking on your back door, like looking for candy. Like, what is happening right now? Is that Ben?
No. Well, what an idyllic life.
Yeah, what a dream.
What did you like write comedy?
What?
I think I just read comic books and watched movies. I mean, I truly wish I was more interesting than this, but yeah, I have nothing. I was tormented by psychotic children who lived next door. Does that count as anything?
That's horrible. I guess you had time to listen to Bare Naked Ladies, though, if you were just having a very well-adjusted life.
This predates Bare Naked Ladies, but my crazy neighbors next door did have a double lot and a very large tree. So we tied a rope from way up the very large tree and then attached it to the fence on the other side of the double lot and then put a pulley there. So we would go to the roof of their garage and then continue to climb the tree to the pulley. And then we would just do that across 2 full house lots.
I mean, that's
something we did.
Awesome.
That's dope.
It was so fucking fun.
Yeah, that's
very fun.
Until anyone saw us do it with any authority whatsoever, and then obviously it was immediately shut down.
It was finished for the rest of time. Yeah.
But yeah, it was super fun.
We would see you could touch the electric fence with the shortest stick.
Yeah, we used to do that. We also used to do that.
Sorry, this is what the show is now. Dangerous things we did as children.
Dangerous child things.
Sorry, our next guest.
No, let's move on to our next guest.
Yes, let's move on to our next guest.
Let's do it.
This guest has the best intro name of any in all of the live shows we've done.
In the history.
It truly in the history. I mean, even like the real like live stage show starting in 2012. This is the best intro.
Send her a plaque.
So I'm going to. It will be thinner and lighter than you expect.
Send her a plaque.
Please welcome onto the stage, Kayla, your teen fantasy queen.
Yeah.
Hey everybody! Hi! My name is Kayla, and I love romantic fantasies. I may be only 13, but my imagination is like beyond my years. Don't you love a good teen fantasy? I know I do. Let's go inside my handy dandy notebook. What happens between me and Andy? And remember, kids, life is a balancing act. And it's a balancing act with all these boys. Have you ever dreamed of a certain male to hold you in his arms? He must be strong. He must be a strong man and real and mind-wise. His name was Andy. Andy was a Mormon, and I was ready to make him a Mormon with me. 2 days ago, Andy and I sat next to each other in English class. He would laugh at my jokes, and I would laugh at his. We had a connection. He asked the teacher to go to the bathroom, and then he winked at me as he left. So I went and asked to use the bathroom, and then I left. I was taking deep breaths as I approached my destination, and then there was Andy waiting for me in front of the bathroom. And we got closer and closer and closer and closer and closer to each other. And then before we knew it, we were making out. I took him inside the handicapped girls' bathroom to roll around it. Andy pushed me against the wall and started to kiss my neck. And I was getting hickeys all over my body. I ripped off his shirt and he took off mine. As much as we were rolling around everywhere in the bathroom, I thought we were in mud, if you can hold that illusion. I was hitting hard, and so was he. You could tell the heat was on because the mirror began to fog up. Andy was getting to the peak of his manlyhood. We were close to doing the dirty deed. I didn't tell him I was pure, if you know what I mean. I didn't care because I wanted to be with Andy. I was taking off Andy's pants when someone knocked on the bathroom door. Hello? Hello? A girl called out. Is someone in there? Is everything okay? What we were supposed to do? Keep going with our passion or get out of there before a school official catch us? Well, guess what we did? We got our clothes on as quickly as possible. When we got dressed, we realized what damage we did to the bathroom. I mean, like, we messed up the toilet paper dispenser, the mirror, and practically everything else except the toilet. When the girl called again, Andy and me opened the door and ran out of there before the girl could see us clearly. We went back to English class, and no one ever knew the passion we shared for each other. The end. Wow, that was major. Well, come back next week for more teen fantasies, and maybe this time one will actually be real. Hasta la vista, baby.
Yes. That's great.
Janelle Allen, everybody.
Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
That was great. I love the visuals of everything in the bathroom was destroyed except the toilet.
Yeah.
It's very hard to destroy a toilet, you know?
It's tough.
Unless you're actually having sex on it, you know?
Mhm.
It's hard. It's hard, though.
It's so funny. I also really like the visuals
My
of like,
parents are watching this, so I should really be careful with what I say.
It all checks out.
You kind of nailed that, like that YA fantasy.
Yeah.
How they only talk about kissing as well. They're like, I kissed him everywhere, up,
Mhm.
down. It's so funny. I love
We
that.
went all the way into each other's mouths.
Yes.
There's such an obsession with hickeys that is very brief because they're bad. Once you've had one, you're like, fuck that.
Yeah.
I always dreamt of having one because I'm Black, and so it's very hard to see it. So it was like my dream to, like, maybe this time I'll get one. And like in middle school, I wanted to be popular, so I thought hickeys equal popularity.
Mm-hmm.
And I think
so it didn't work out.
hickeys do equal popularity for a very short window, and then it's equal to unpopularity.
I would say so, and that's why that's why Justin has a scarf on right now to cover up
all hickeys.
Cover up all those love bites.
All the love bites all over your body.
Yes.
Gross.
I see what you be doing before the shower.
Yeah.
Did you actually write any like stuff like that in your journals when you were growing up?
That was actually a journal entry.
No.
There it is.
I had a wild imagination, so I just like wrote it all down.
Wow.
Incredible.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, I flourished it a bit for tonight's purposes, but yeah,
Of course.
the outline is all the same.
Janelle, where are you coming to us from?
Well, I was quarantining in Florida for a month.
The Sunshine State. I've heard of it.
Sunshine State, but I'm temporarily back in New York. So yeah, for the time in Harlem.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Good town.
But I was in Florida for 7 months, so with my parents quarantining.
Are you a registered voter in Florida?
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Get it.
Hell yeah.
I've already gotten 2 calls today from the Florida Democratic Party ensuring that I'm going to go out and vote.
They're like, please.
It's exciting to hear that they're calling. That's great.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is just today. They call me every single day to like, are you a registered voter? Because we need you to go out and vote for Biden Harris because we need your president. I'm like, girl, I'm good. You don't even have to
Yeah.
the vote. I don't know what y'all like. I'm the last person you need to encourage because I'll probably be the first one there. Come on now.
That's great.
I'll be the first one there. I said, oh, you don't have to tell me twice. I know racism. I ain't trying to have 4 more years of it. So I'll go.
Wild. You should definitely hold on to that journal and I'm sure you already are. Dredge it for more stories. I would love to see more of the stuff that you've written in there.
Oh yeah, I had my best friend, her nickname for me was Fickle because every 2 weeks it'd be a new guy.
New guy.
There was Bobik, there was Carter, They were men. And I did not discriminate. Like I had crushes on all shades of the rainbow. And
Beautiful.
And then what else? I mean, just like, everybody was fair game in my head.
You hear that, Janelle's parents? Everybody was.
Yeah.
Everyone.
And then you know what's so crazy? My mom tells me all the time. She goes like, "So, like, I don't want you to get married, but like, when are you gonna get a boyfriend?" And I'm like, in my head, I have plenty.
I mean, that's the dream, really. That's the dream. Janelle, thank you so much for being here.
Doing the show, Janelle.
Great to see you.
Bye. That was great. That's so much fun to look back at your. I mean, I have like this is going to date me a little bit, but I have like a Zanga account. I don't know if anyone had a Zanga.
I don't know what that is.
That was like one of the first friggin' blogs that you could post to. That's like early internet blogs, and it's full of like very embarrassing public things like that. Big time.
So just send us the link, I guess.
Let me see if I can find it. My Zanga name was Brogue Boy because I lived in it's called the village of Brogue, Pennsylvania.
Brogue Boy.
Brogue Boy.
Let's get
my AIM account was ADREFRK because I was an adrenaline freak.
Oh my god.
Adrenaline freak.
As he rolls his sleeves up. I'm an adrenaline freak.
I was an adrenaline freak. Did you two have like AIM accounts?
I did. Mine, unfortunately, was named after the 90s comic book series Gen 13.
Wow. That is very dated. I mean, let me drop my comic references. My AOL name was Boss Smiley, which is a reference to a Sandman comic. And my this is also dated. Prodigy bulletin board name was Speedball, based on the New Warriors Marvel Universe character.
The lamest Steve Ditko character ever, Speedball.
That's your boy.
We did it.
We're not.
We all did it. We are all equally so fucking lame.
Yeah.
Big time.
Big time lame.
Let's sit in that doo-doo for a while. That's
if
great.
Sarah was here, she would protect us from saying stuff like this.
I would love to know what Sarah's AIM name was. I'm going to try to find that out, folks.
We should tell people that Sarah is safe.
She's fine.
And alive.
She's totally fine. Nothing to worry about, folks.
The way you say that, Eric, sounds like you murdered her. Let's move on with our next guest.
Yeah, let's move on. She's with Kurt. She's with our wonderful cat right now. Kurt, can you throw up that photo of our beautiful cat that you
Is this a bit?
There she is. There she is.
Yeah.
There's Millie.
Look at that bald ass belly. That is crazy.
Isn't she the cutest? Come on.
And so Eric was telling us before the show that you shave the belly sort of on a weekly basis.
I wasn't aware that is not what you were supposed to do. I guess it was just something with growing up in the country. Yeah.
Yeah, growing up in the country, you always shave the secret places on your pet. shave
the no-nos. Yeah.
Shave the no-nos.
Yeah.
I can't tell if this is real.
No, she literally has
exactly.
Yeah,
I could believe that farm people shave a cat's stomach for some damn ass reason.
You got to shave the stomach so the babies can come out faster.
Yeah, I don't know. Before you play bingo cow pie bullshit.
Bingo cow pie bullshit. So much fun. I miss it. Hey, let's bring out our next freaking character, folks.
Goddamn do it. Oh man. It's time we brought a little like finer culture into the show.
Yes.
It's been a little lowbrow, and I think we're finally some of the intelligentsia, their ears are perking up right now. Because please welcome to the stage a bald author.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming to tonight's reading. Looking out, I can't help but notice this room is filled shoulder to shoulder with bald men. Tonight, I'll be reading from my newest book and best book, John Baldman and the Last Hair Standing. Midnight, a New York City apartment in Chelsea. On the floor was lingerie and red high heels. A woman in bed purred contentedly. She awoke and saw John Baldman, his head glistening with post-coital sweat. He was everything she wanted. Bald, strong, bald. Are you leaving so soon? I wanted to run my fingers through your head veins again. Baldman stepped out onto the street. It was crowded, like a shower drain filled with useless hair. Suddenly, a punk with a knife appeared. Give me your money, Baldy. He had a bright red ponytail that flapped against his head like a stupid limp penis. He stabbed the top of Baldman's head, and the blade snapped in half like it hit a bowling ball. Baldman grabbed the ponytail and tore out a fistful. Looks like you're having a bad hair day. Yes! That part always gives me chills. You know, not to toot my own horn, but when the New York Times reviewed my book, John Baldman and the Best Kind of Eagle, they said it was, quote, like revenge porn for bald guys. John Baldman was at his job, smashing nails into plywood with his rock-hard forehead. Interrupted by Detective Tina Marconi. Hello, ding dong. Are you John Baldman? Ooh. Tina had never seen a man like this. 6'2", 200 pounds of muscle. He looked like a condom filled with raw chicken thighs. Yeah, he said, walking up to her. Tina was there to question him, but was overwhelmed by attraction and kissed him instead on the mouth, baby. Her ample bosom heaved up and down, beautiful breasts bouncing like two magnificent bald heads in the middle of her body. She pulled away, whispered, "Studies show that women actually prefer bald men." I know. Those studies were conducted in my bed. You know, I was talking to Jeff Bezos the other day about morning rituals. Every morning I wake up and I sit down in front of my poster of Bruce Willis kissing Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson on the head. And then I get to work. Suddenly the evil Damien Longmane appeared with his putrid and vile-smelling hair. He somehow had a man bun, dreadlocks, cornrows, and a mullet. He looked dumb. Baldman took out his enormous .44 Magnum. The chamber was filled with the pure penetrative force of 6 perfectly smooth bullets. Not a single hair on any of them! He pulled the trigger. The sound of the shots echoed in the air. Bald! 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 Longmane pee-peed himself. And poo-pooed himself.
Oh.
I'm going to stop right there because I want all of you to buy the book. Also, I seem to have ejaculated my pants.
Yes, sir. Woody Foo. The classic.
Woody Foo.
Woody Foo, everybody.
There he is. There he is.
Now, Woody, when we ask you to do the show, it's very nice that you spared no expense, but please don't spend that much money ever again on a very realistic bald cap.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're
well,
quarantining with a makeup person? That's amazing.
I will say that, you know, when you put in the money and the props, it shows. And you don't want someone to get pulled out of your piece because they're like, look at that weird, misshapen, like, condom that's standing on someone's head. You want them to be engaged so they can hear what you made.
It's creating a reality. It's creating. That's why, like, I researched the right scarf for my autumn character for so long, and grabbed this adult man scarf right here.
Yeah, that's not just randomly, casually your regular scarf.
No, of course it's a piece. It's a prop piece.
Not your daughter's scarf.
No,
Absolutely not.
never.
Just when you look
male
like,
sized.
you look like a little Lin-Manuel Miranda right now.
Thank you. Lin-Manuel Miranda is could be my name, and maybe it's next week's character.
That could be your next character for sure.
That's a cocktail that's themed to Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Lin-Manuel Miranda.
Exactly.
A lot.
Yeah, it's a very
Um,
positive cocktail. Makes you very optimistic.
Truly. Woody, you just moved, didn't you?
What's that?
Did you just move?
Yeah,
recently?
I'm in South
To a
Slope.
bookstore?
Yeah, this is my home.
Nice.
I live, sleep, and eat here. Yeah,
Wild. Where'd you move?
I'm in South. So, oh my God, can you hear that? So that's like I live in between the Prospect Expressway in South Slope. That's one side of my apartment, and the other side is the on ramp to the Prospect Expressway. So like no matter where you are in my apartment, it's always like deafeningly loud.
Are you sure you're not living in the highway, in the middle of the highway?
Yeah.
The way you describe that sounds like you live in a car that's parked in the middle of Prospect Expressway.
I hate it. I hate it. So I mean, I love my apartment, but like it's always so loud and like it's deafening. Like sleeping at night is a nightmare.
So when you
What's
saw
your subway stop?
The Prospect Avenue, our train.
when you moved there, did you know where it was located?
It wasn't rush hour.
Yeah.
You didn't view it at rush hour.
You knew what cars are when you moved, right? That they make big noise.
Hey, are you a big dumb fucking dummy?
No, I blame others. I blame others for choices that I made.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No, I feel you on that.
South Slope's nice though.
It is. I love it. It's great. It's like not totally Park Slopey, you know, and it's not like it's not the 100% like of Park Slope. I mean, Park Slope is very nice, obviously, but like too much of it, I can't do it.
It's very funny hearing you draw this very snobby line in a bookstore.
Yeah,
It's the slope, but it's not like the slope. It's really nice. It's like the espresso place has a nice sit down area. Like it's really good.
Yeah. It's like Park Slope, like lowercase Park Slope, not capital letter.
Definitely. The co-op, like I can go there after I go to the co-op and before I go to my second shift at the co-op.
Oh my God.
It's a perfect.
I was seriously entertaining doing the co-op. My girlfriend was like, we should do the co-op. And I'm like, because you know what I mean? It's like so fulfilling, like the stereotype mandate of living in this area. But I'm also like cheap produce and it's like really good.
And how that works is you have to like work one shift a month or something like that there.
Yeah. Watch literally like any web series because they're all.
Woody, counter offer. No.
I think there's a whole season of Broad City dedicated to this very idea.
For those of you watching this who don't live in this radius we're talking about a very fancy grocery store where you have to work there.
You have to work there one single shift a month, right? Like a 3-hour shift or 4-hour shift, and then you get cheap groceries.
But
there's terrible vegetable people where you live, right, audience?
Yeah.
Right? That's so funny. Do you ever walk around your neighborhood, Woody, and notice that it's all just asphalt and median strips?
Eric's just on a burn. He's just lighting shit. Also, Eric, you live like closer to the show. Eric lives very close to me.
I do live close to you, Woody. I do live close to you. I will
You two are going to burn Brooklyn to the damn ground.
Yeah,
and I'm also pretentious about it in the same way. I live right on the road that divides Gowanus and Park Slope, and whenever anyone asks where we live, we're like, we live in Gowanus. We live in Gowanus.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
because you're real. People will judge.
Keep it authentic.
Yeah, very authentic.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeves up, just walking the streets of Gowanus, not venturing that one block over to Park Slope.
No, I couldn't.
Hard edge Gowanus, like dodging gunshots.
I will say my favorite like place to grab food is on Fifth Ave, which is officially Park Slope, and it's a duck club sandwich that costs $18, and it's made with in-house raisin rye bread and fucking some type of raised duck and braised this, and it's so good.
And you have to get like the 16-ounce spindrift. You can't get like a 12-ounce of seltzer. It has to be like
no, you got to get a big one. You got to go big. You literally have to go big.
Sorry, I heard 1,000 laptops close based on this conversation, so I think we should move on. I think we have to move on.
Woody, thank you so much for being here, buddy.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, Woody. Love you.
You crush it. You guys don't want to hear about my duck club
We
sandwich.
don't want this show to be good tonight, Justin. Can't you see?
Yeah. What snobby shit were you
You
talking
want to
about?
do a bad one.
Our scale goes wildly from country disasters all the way over to duck club.
Oh boy.
Love it.
I feel like we should just freaking keep this thing rolling, yeah?
Let's do it. I'm very excited for this next piece. It's been much talked about, and
Oh, boy.
it's time to get into it.
Let's see.
Please welcome to the virtual stage, a catch with a catch.
Catherine, is it? Kent. Charmed. Lydia said you'd be pretty. She was wrong. You're beautiful. If you could describe life in one word, what would it be? Wait, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3, magic. Ooh, jinx. Have a seat. Well, a lady as lovely as you deserves a gentleman. My eyes? Oh, thank you. The better to see you with, my dear. When we make love later tonight, there's going to be a live pony in the room. What looks good? Oh, I said, what looks good? See, I'm a cordon bleu trained chef myself, but I'm usually too busy practicing law to do anything with it. There's that smile again. You're an enchantment. Lydia tells me you're from Brooklyn. Oh, isn't it a gift? I've got a loft myself on State Street, right by the promenade. Vaulted ceilings, picture windows, and a stable-style bedroom I platonically share with a pony. Shrimp 2 ways. Now we're talking. What? Well, since we've sat down, it's been nonstop questions, so I guess I'll come clean. Let's just say I can't come unless I'm being watched by a pony. And you're uncomfortable. Ah! I've tried to make up for this fetish by being utterly irresistible in every other imaginable way. I mean, you have to admit I'm fairly charming. You, need a light? You want a mint? Flowers, perhaps? Hold on. Garçon! Bonsoir. Je voudrais une bouteille de Viognier. Merci. Oh, yes, and tonight our lovemaking will fall under the gaze of a young horse. I have to tell everyone it's part of it. Look, it's not like I'm going to touch the pony, and neither are you. Unless that's what you're into. Interestingly enough, I don't judge people's weird sex things. Hey, what dessert for you acts as an aphrodisiac? Wait, let's say it together. 1, 2, 3, mashed apples, strawberries. Strawberries are good, too. No, they're great. Look, was I wrong about us? Catherine, did you not feel that spark, too? You're an intelligent, beautiful woman. I'm a handsome, intelligent man. And she's an 18-month-old Clydesdale named Lysistratus Fury. She's a pony and she lives with me, and she needs to know her place. Catherine, please don't run away. This happens every time. Boy meets girl. Boy woos girl. Girl leaves boy's apartment because she's uncomfortable being naked in front of Lysistratus Fury. Or before her, Heart of Olympia. Or before her, the People's Republic of Untold Speed. And before that, I owned no pony. I was simply known as that boy who went on a field trip with his girlfriend and got shit on in front of everyone by a pony named the People's Republic of Untold Speed. Yes, I purchased my tormentor! What I'm trying to say is this. You haven't experienced true ecstasy until you've made love to a soundtrack of cloppity-clop, cloppity-clop, punctuated by deafening, intermittent neighs. Wait. just wait. Don't. Hey, what's your favorite word? Huh? We can say it at the same time. No, I think it'll be the same. Pretty sure it'll be the same favorite word. Okay, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, pony. All right, you can go. Huh. But you haven't gone. So what shall we do? What? Now? In the restroom? You naughty filly. Poor choice of words. All right. Yes, I will join you in the restroom for a hurried dalliance. Give me just a minute. Reed, it's Kent. Yes, I need you to bring Lysistrata's fury to Le Cirque. Yes, we need to find a way to stuff her in the restroom. Hold on. Do you know how to hitch the stable car to the Escalade? Great. Just a second, my reason. So bring like 6 buckets of oats. Do you think does that seem like enough? Great. He'll be here in 75 minutes, and then our spontaneous public tryst can begin. Oh, forgive me. I've gone on and on about me. What about you? What makes Catherine? A huge Toby Keith stan? Oh, absolutely fucking not.
Oh, Michael.
Michael Hartney, everybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Okay, I can see thematically some elements.
There's some. It's bestiality adjacent. They're two completely different pieces.
I feel like you had a connection to almost every character in this specific show. It's like it's like if you watched this show and then you wrote a character.
I know the lighting of the match to all the talk about horses.
Having sex in the bathroom?
Yeah. Yeah.
Mashed up apples? What are you?
Apples.
A prophet?
That's psycho.
But let me say my favorite line.
Also, my character was bald the whole time, just so everyone knows.
Oh,
my character was actually bald.
I could tell. I could see it.
What was your favorite line?
My favorite line?
Something you liked?
Shrimp 2 ways. Now we're talking. Oh, man. That's right out of my playbook right there.
Yeah, I guess so.
I love it.
I mean, that
really got me.
That was a good piece. That was a funny piece.
I did it once, truly. So long ago. So long ago that I didn't have it on my computer. I had it in the notes app on my phone.
Yeah, hell yeah. I've got a couple deep pieces in there.
I was planning on doing Beck because I did Beck a long time ago and I was like, oh, that's fun. I'll bring that back. And then that piece does not exist anywhere. I think I wrote it in longhand.
Oh,
that's
really?
wild.
I've seen you do Beck.
Yeah, I did it at a Characters Welcome show truly in like 2014 or something.
Yeah.
But because there's an element of it where I have to write things down, I think I wrote the entire piece down and it does not exist digitally in any form whatsoever. So
that's fun.
Sometimes back to the drawing book on that one.
That's really funny. I've got a couple pieces from Characters Welcome that were not filmed that I don't have but a recollection of where I bombed. So I'm happy that they don't exist.
I've forgotten more than I already know.
Love bombing at Characters Welcome.
It is fun. And also props to you for getting through that whole piece without a single Equus reference, which is the only piece of media about a guy who fucks horses that I know of.
Well, that's the thing. This guy doesn't fuck horses.
He doesn't fuck horses.
The horse there.
Eric, you're missing the entire point of the piece.
Could you do it again, Michael, and let me... Could you do it just from the top?
Catherine? Cat. Lydia told me you'd be beautiful.
No time for that. Let's move on. We have one very final guest. Huge get.
This is a headliner. I mean, this is a headliner.
This is so exciting.
This is huge.
Let's welcome out, put it together for Lady Gaga.
Så skønne Svedjen.
They're comes a time in every one of my shows I plunk the old keys, you know how it goes. To me it feels cheap, but to you it's got heart. I take an old song of mine, then I start to play it slow on the piano. That's how we're gonna kill some time. I might get up on top of the piano. You eat that shit up and it's fine. I like my piano. I love my piano. I need my piano. Piano. I've got a great gimmick and it works every time. It's just me and my goddamn piano. I play as well as any high school kid, but I make it look cool cause I'm wearing a wig. The keys are on fire, the whole thing's made of glass. You're a sucker for camp and I'm top of the class, so I'll play it slow on the piano at every single big award show. Holy shit, wow, she plays the piano. You like me more now that you know. Just dance, paparazzi. Shallow is already slow. Poker face, what you want with my body? Oops, R. Kelly, that's a no-no. When I don't want to dance, give that baby a chance. Lizzo plays on her flute, yeah, I see what you do. Give the ivories a tickle, get me out of this pickle. It's a stunt that'll never get old. Baby, you got trolled. I like my piano. I love my piano. I would fuck my piano. Piano. There may be only one consistent love in my life, and I'm not gonna say it's Bradley Cooper, but it might be. And for me, it's a goddamn piano.
Wow.
Eliza Kingsbury, everybody.
Eliza, hello.
Cool.
When you teched earlier, you did not have that crown on. What the fuck? Talk to me about that.
Well, it's made from the same Amazon Fresh packaging as the rest of my set.
You gave us props and costumes and music and pipes.
Wow.
And that piece is so funny too. Holy shit, Eliza.
And you just released this as a video, right?
No, I had another Lady Gaga song that I released as a video, but I think I will do this one as a video at some point.
Yes.
That's great.
Yeah, thank you guys for having me.
Of
yeah,
course.
you
You crushed it. That's amazing. What are your shoulder pads made out of? Is that part of the whole?
Oh God, I glued and sewed this whole thing together with just like looking at myself in the mirror. I don't even know how I did this. I think it's like there's cardboard and stuffing and like fabric, lots of hot glue.
What a dream.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
She can confirm Lady Gaga absolutely does this all the time.
Yeah, I love it.
And she's never like quite comfortable when she does it either.
It's always like she's got to take a breath. She doesn't want to dance, so she's just going to whip it out like she's got it as a party trick. I love it.
That's so funny.
So funny.
We went to an SNL where she was the musical guest. It was a landmark episode. Tom Hanks, Lady Gaga. It was major.
Ooh.
Oh my
But
God.
she played 1,000 Reasons. And like, I'm like, oh, okay. She's sitting in her piano. She's not doing anything like strange or provocative. And truly, the second I said that, she started doing very not comfortable looking pianography.
Yes, I love it. I love it.
It was so stilted
What
and
did
weird.
she do?
It was she was like to stay, and she did like a one and across the brim, and then she like hoisted herself onto the piano in a way no one was asking for.
But necessary. Why not?
Oh my God, it was insane.
That's amazing.
Yeah, you're actually the second Lady Gaga to be on Characters Welcome as well. So that's
Well,
That's fun.
good. There should be more.
Yeah.
You do a whole
I
special.
was thinking that I wouldn't mind seeing an all Gaga. I would go Gaga for an all Gaga show.
I would so do an all Gaga show if we had enough people who do Gaga pieces. That would be amazing.
It's
Michael,
out
do
there.
you have one? I feel like you've got one.
Oh, I don't have one, but I guess I could.
Your
come
piece
up
from
with
tonight,
one.
I think, with light rewrites, Michael, could become a Lady Gaga piece.
Tonight's?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just get some electronica beats in there and some
pretty
choreo,
good.
and you're
Pretty
good. Yeah.
And Gaga.
That's it.
Yeah, it feels pretty close. Just me, but I'm wearing like one of those like gyroscope hammers.
Absolutely.
I mean, that's great. Eliza, where are you coming at us from? Where are you?
I'm in the Bronx.
In the Bronx.
Mhm.
Wow.
I've barely left my apartment in 6 months, so this is the most exciting thing that's happened.
I mean, it's huge. It's huge. I really like from what I can see how you decorated your apartment as well.
With
Don't give her
roasted.
shit. Oh,
this
9 o'clock hits and
more
Eric
Amazon
gets
fresh
mad.
bags. Do I need more?
No, it's oh boy. Where can people find will people be able to find your video if they follow this link to your social of your other Lady Gaga piece?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's on YouTube. And can I do a quick plug?
Yes, absolutely.
I'm releasing the Country Gal song video on November 10th. So
also
that's
a full ass banger.
yeah, Dave Wydick is in that, and it's gonna be great. I'm very
Hell
excited.
yeah.
Oh, it's
That's
so
awesome.
fun. The song is so funny, but it's also just such a good song. It will get in your head.
That's my goal, is to make earworms, and people message me. They're like, I have your song stuck in my head, and I'm like, I'm sorry, but not.
Yeah. That's literally the goal.
Yeah.
I mean, you've
That's
got a
awesome.
bunch of banger pieces. You have a mod sketch that I'm obsessed with too about a lima bean. That's you, right?
I pitched it, yeah, and Alexa Kresojevich. Oh my gosh, I don't remember how to say her last name. She wrote it, and Hunter directed it.
It's so funny. It's
Again,
like,
a lot of hot glue.
yeah, huge. It's your prop work is incredible. Yeah, everybody, please go follow Eliza and look out for that next video drop. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Great to see you. Thank you
Thank
so much for
you.
doing the show.
Thanks for having me.
Have a good night.
Bye. See you.
Bye.
Oh, that was so good.
So good.
What a show!
Big
What a
show
show.
ending on a freaking banger. Can you believe?
We covered all the topics we laid out in our pre-show meeting.
Matches, horses,
Apples,
apples,
bathroom sex.
being bald.
Fucky, being fucky. We hit it all.
Quite fun.
And I will say in the comments, Kevin Wilcox did confirm that it is called pumpkin chunkin'. So in your face.
Oh, that's awesome. All
What's
right.
the purpose? Just throw it as far as you can?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like that's called chucking.
I know,
Like
but
you can call the activity that, but it
no, people call
whoever
it that.
named it
Call
took
it
artistic
pumpkin chunkin'.
license.
That's because it rhymes with pumpkin.
Chuckgate 2020, everybody.
I think I've gone crazy from saying it over and over again. Pumpkin chunkin'.
Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to JFL. Thank you to, if he wants to swing in here, the best tech in the biz, Mr. Kurt Cruz.
Kurt Cruz, our man downtown.
Yo!
There he is.
Okay.
Kurt, you wanna play us out real quick?
Maybe hit that tickly. Let's sing about
that
hitting
tickly
that
one.
tickly.
I'll sing
link.
some tickly music. Let's check it out. If you want songs about bestiality, if you want characters about bald people and sex stuff, we got it here at Equestrian Welcome. We got it here. Yeah!
You riffing with that filter and laughing is so funny.
Save me.
This is such a great addition to the show. It's a nice show.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
really
for
nice.
sure.
Kurt has been playing us off. It's great.
It's
My
amazing.
girlfriend just booed me.
That was
Hey, you got
really
a heckler. You're living with a heckler.
She keeps me sane. She keeps me humble, you know?
Wild.
Yeah, you
Cool.
got
Good job, y'all. That was an awesome show.
Yeah, great job. Thank you so much, everybody.
Thank you guys. We'll see you next week.
See you next week, everybody.
Granny Smith for life. Get out there, eat the right apples.